Sorry about that, folks. My internet went out, so I had to wait until it came back on. So this will be part 2. So we're going to continue on around. We're almost finished with the base. Kind of get them like in the middle of the board when you're placing them in. You don't want them down at the bottom. You want them at the top, closer to where they're at the top. Okay, here's our last one for the bottom. All right, now look, this is our base. Okay, so we've got our flower, our bottom part done. Now we're going to start putting on the white ones. Let me get my white ones out of my box. We're also going to save a couple of our white and our blue, which I've done, because we're going to also add them into here with our greenery. Okay, so now we're going to do the same thing with our white ones. We're going to cut it off about an inch and a half maybe. Just not too long, because these are going through the top of your board. And the last thing you want to do is have sticks coming out the back side of your board. So you have to make sure they are not longer than your width of your board. So this one might be just a little bit too long, so we're going to trim it down just a little bit. Wire cutters are amazing. Alright, so now we're going to start putting the first one. I usually do a corner up here. And then we're just going to go down the side. Alright, and then we're just going to continue to go around, and we're going to fill this front board up. Now the banners, if you want to, I usually get my banners, I got them on Amazon, because I've pretty much been stuck in, because as most of you know, I am in chemo for breast cancer. So this has pretty much been my life for the last year with the lockdown and all. But since I'm out and I'm more apt to go outside now, I've decided that I think I'm going to go enjoy the outdoors and enjoy putting these down. Now, if you choose to, and you can also make these for your garden. Say you have a rose garden or just a regular little flower garden outside. You can put these as a memorial to whomever you wish. Say if you have somebody that's been cremated and you want to remember them, this is a good option. You can always put mom, dad, family member, whichever you'd like to do. They look real pretty. Get some more. Alright, and we're just going to fill these in. Let me show you. See, we're just filling them in as we go. We're going to make sure that everything is filled in. You're going to try not to have any white showing. So we're going to continue filling in. Sorry about that, folks. That's how I do I always use my chin when it comes to doing my my glue gun. Alright, and see on the back, you'll notice on the back there are no pointies sticking through. So you always want to make sure that they're short enough but long enough to stick through your styrofoam. All right, so see, that's working around. We got to make sure we work around our flower stem. All right, and we've got a few more to go. Just make sure that you are getting them all covered. You don't want to put them like too close together, but you still want to make sure that everything is covered. So I've got this one more to go, and then we will be done with. All right, so now we are done with our flowers on the inside and on the outside. See? All right. And if you have any questions, or you are concerned about anything, or if you have a question for me, just look me up on Facebook. It'll be under TLC Memorial Wreaths on Facebook. I'll answer your questions, anything you got. So just hit me up and we're going to go from there. All right, so now I know I need 2 of my white roses, and I need 2 blue ones. All right. So now, I want to say here comes the hard part, but it doesn't. It's not really hard at all. It's just a matter of, excuse me, gotta get a drink. It's just a matter of your greenery, of how you want to do it. Okay, so we're going to put this aside, and I'm going to show you my greenery I have today. Okay, so I have 2 of my leaves, and I have 4 white flowers. You can choose any white flowers that you got. I just got these at the Dollar Tree. And I have baby blue. Now I forgot what they're called. Chemo brain, hello. Baby's breath. Okay, the blue baby's breath. Then I also have some white baby's breath on some greenery here. Okay, we're going to add that in. I also have tulips. I have dark blue and I have white. We're going to add that some color in there. And then I also have my daisies, my blue ones. So we're going to add those in there. Okay, so now when you, forgot my little silver beaded. So now what you do when you add this, we're going to cut down our flowers. Okay, we're going to make sure, because there's a lot going on in here, right here. Okay, so what I want to do is these right here, these 2 right here, we're going to place. You're just going to go in here and you're going to place anywhere you want. Right here, right now, is your creation. You create what you want and how you want it. I always add some glue. So I'm going to place this one right here. And then I'm going to take my other one. And I'm going to place it directly on the other side. And shove it in there. See? So now you have flowers that are on both sides. Now I'm going to take my other greenery, just my greenery with my baby's breath. Okay? So here, right here. So I have 4 of them. So I have 4. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around 2 down here and 2 up here. 2 here, 2 up here. All right, and I'm going to have to cut off some more of my stick. All right. So we're going to put them right here. All right, so see, you got 2 up top and 2 on the bottom. Now, if you want to make these smaller to where they're not so high, that's up to you. You can do that. You can do this however you want. And hang on, that's a little too long. Let's do this again. All right, and I got this a little too long. All right. All right. See how that looks? Can you see? Let me pull up. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing on the bottom. I want these to be closer because I don't want so much hanging out the bottom, because that's where your banners are going to go. So I'm going to put these in here. All right. So see, we've got that done. So that's we're on our path now. We're on our way to looking good. So next, I like to do my baby's breath to get that in there. I have 2 sprigs. See, they come apart. I'm going to take all of these apart. So I'm going to cut all them off from the major stem. And then I will have 6 of these. And like I said, it's all up to you. It's all up to your personality. However you want to put them in there that's how it goes. So what I'm going to do is in between this right here, in between all of these, I'm going to put a baby's breath. Okay? So, and on the bottom one, right here, I'm going to make sure that I cut this one a little closer down, because it needs to be a little bit shorter. Okay? So I'm going to put my glue, and I'm going to put that in the bottom. All right, so now let's work our way around and just go where you have your open spaces. We're going to put in a baby's breath. Now we'll get to showing what we do on the top a little bit later on when we go to finish. Okay? I need to trim this one down just a little bit. There we go. All right, and my last one. All right, so see, now we've got our baby's breath in, and it's starting to look like a wreath. So we've got that done. Next, we're going to work on our flowers. We're going to put our stems, all of our flowers around. And so what I like to start off with is my white flowers. So I'm going to get 4 of them. So I have four pieces of these. So we're going to go in and we're just going to put them in where it looks like it will be. Just spread it out. Just do your own thing here. That's what I do. I just look at it and let it speak to me and just kind of spread it out, and it will eventually come together for you. So all right, we've got 2 more to go here. All right, 1 more. All right, and then I'll put this one right here. All right, and see, we've added our white flowers, so we're looking pretty good now. All right, next we're going to go in and we're going to add the flowers that are on our base. So you want to make it look like a little bit of what's on the base. So here's our white and our blue flowers. So we're going to cut that down a little bit. Now, some of these tend to want to come out of the flower itself. So we're going to add some glue to make sure that it doesn't want to come out. Oops, another glue stick. Okay, so we're going to do that real quick to make sure that doesn't come out, and put those aside. We're going to put those aside over here. Okay, so now we're going to take our blue one right here. And it's a matter of just going in and placing it where you'd like it to be. Okay, so I'm just going to go in here. And I think I'll just put the first one right here. Okay, so now that one looks right there. So now I'm going to take a white one. After I get my glue gun to work. And then I'm going to take a white one and I'm going to go up here in the corner. Now I don't want to put those in as far as the other ones. You want them to lay out. Okay, so now I'm going to put another blue one over here. And like I said, it's just a matter of you finding your spot. And then I'll put a white one over here. So see, we got the white and the blue roses. Now, we're going to add our flowers. Now, these come with a stem on them. Okay, I've already cut off some, but in order to get the stem to go into your piece, you're going to have to take your scissors, which I use these because, okay, and we're going to have to go around, just cut around, and then you'll have to pull off a stem. Now, you'll have your stem that's cut off right there, right here. Now, it comes out of this one, so we're going to put some glue around the bottom so it stays in. All right. Now, we're just going to place these in, and I'm going to put this white one right here between my other 2 white flowers. And now I'm going to go on the other side and put the blue one in between my 2 white roses. So let me go ahead and trim that off. We want to make sure that stick doesn't come out. So we're going to put that in there. And then we're going to put the blue one right there. So you see, it's coming together. All right, so let's continue on. I'm going to put, I think I'll put a blue one up here. A blue one up at the top. And then I shall put another blue, the white one. We'll just put it right over here. Like I said, it's up to you. Put it where you feel you're calling. You don't necessarily have to do it this way. I'm just showing you how it is that you're going to put it together. All right. So we have a little bit of our outside ready. Okay. Now, I've got 2 more blue flowers here that we're going to slide in here to make it look really, really good. So I'm going to put this over here because this has a little bit of, all right. And then I'll put this one over here on this side. Now, glue gun is hot. I've had several blisters from glue, hot glue. All right, so see, here's what we've got so far. So it's looking good. Now you're probably wondering what we're going to do in the middle. Well, give me just a second and I'm going to show you. But right now, I want to get okay. These right here, I got off of Amazon too. When you get them, they'll be in a bunch. So we need to find the end, unwrap, and they come out single like this. So now, to put these in, they don't have a really good stem at the bottom, so I fold them over, not once, but twice. Now, because this is such a hard piece of styrofoam, I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to put a hole in, oh, excuse me. Let me pick that up. Alright, so I'm going to put a hole where I want them to go. Just poke a hole. Poke a hole right there. Okay, and so then what I do is I fill my hole with my glue and then I just put them in. There we go. So see, just put it in like that. So I'm going to do like 3 or 4 of these all the way around, just to give it that extra little sparkle that everybody likes. Alright. Okay, let's do 2 more. I'm going to go ahead and make my holes for these. Alright, we'll do 2 more. Alright, and just put them in the little hole that you made. Those will be covered up, so we're going to put the flowers. We're going to get out, let me see, 2 white roses. Okay, I'm good. We are good to go. All right. So see, now we have our little sparkles. Whoops, that's too close. Let me get something here. See, we have our sparkles. All right. All right, so it's coming together. It's looking really, really good. So now you ask, Let me clean up this mess a little bit. And pardon me, I'm in my dining room, and my curio cabinet behind me is my craft storage area. I needed someplace to put it, so it's my storage area. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go back and we're going to get some of the leftovers flowers that we got cut off. And what we're going to do is we're going to put them around the top of this to fill this in. Okay? So however many it takes to make it look good and in the center. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do just like the outside. I'm going to put blue all around the middle. I'll put blue all around the middle, and then I'll put the white in the center. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this done. Let me turn it around here. Okay, and then we'll get this done. And then it's your embellishments that you use is up to you, however you choose to, or whatever you want to put on it. I tend to use like little crosses, or I have, it might be back here, doves that I put in. Okay, so now we've got one more blue flower to go. All right, and now I'm going to put the white one in the center. And you know what? I think I'm going to make it just a little bit taller than the other ones, so it can stick up a little bit. Okay, do the bottom. All right. So see what we've got? We've got our center. We got our blue flowers, and we've got our center. All right. So I kind of like that. It looks good. We're doing really good. All right. So now the embellishments. We're going to look. I have a blue ribbon. If you want to add a ribbon, you can. For the most part, I don't because unless I get an order. If I get an order for a cemetery, or if I get an order for a funeral home, yes, I will deliver it with the ribbon on it. And now down here, if you'll notice, we have our room for our banner to go on. Okay. Now, if this is just for your house, your garden, for you, or if it's just for, say, you're just visiting mom, grandma, and you don't have to have a banner. But if I'm delivering it to a funeral home or cemetery, I'll ask the person, do they want mom, dad, or name put on there? And then I put the name on the banner. But for the most part, I just sell them like this, and people just take them and put them on the cemetery. Okay, give me just a second. Let me find my doves. I kind of lost them. I had them last night. Hold on just a second. All right. I'm back. I found them. These are my birds that I put on. I got these on Amazon. Not quite sure if you can see them up close, but I got those. And then I also have my crosses. Hang on. Let me go over here and grab them. Okay. Let me get this out of the way so y'all can see me. So I got these off Amazon, and these are my little stickers. Okay, they have the pointy. I don't think you can see them that good. Let me see if I can. Okay. See? They've got the pointy. Alright. And then I like to put my cross in them. So now I have a cross. Now, I got these little cards. I also bought a box of sympathy cards. So I can use one of these and put a sympathy card on it too in whenever I'm delivering them. I also have these little inspirational cards that I got. And I got these baseball card holders that are perfect for these. Unfortunately, they don't fit that good. So what I do is I just cut off the bottom to make sure the saying is still there. And then I just put it in here. And there you go. Now you have an inspirational saying that you can put on your wreath too. So let me get another one of these that I put on here. Alright. So that's those. Now I'm going to take and put a couple of my birds on my flowers around here. Okay, around here. You can place them wherever you like. Since they're white, I'm going to try and put them on the blue flowers, so that way they stand out. Okie dokie. We'll put one right there. Alright. So see where I put them? Let me see. I'm new at this, y'all, so y'all have to give me a chance. I think I ordered a stand for my phone yesterday, so this right here. And now look at that. Look how pretty that looks. And you did it all on your own. Okay? Now, say if you wanted to add the cross, we're going to take the cross and we're going to put it up here. We're going to take our inspirational saying. We're going to turn it around here and we're going to put it right in there. So now we have a finished product. So not only do you have your cross, you have your inspirational saying. Now whenever I deliver them, it will have a card up top on who it's from and what family it's from. And that way they can take them home. These right here can be taken home. If say once I deliver them to the service or the funeral, now that you can go to funerals, they will have the name on it in the card. That person and that family can choose to take these home because they are fake flowers. They will not die. You will have this as a memory forever. So you can take the banner